Hello, this is Matt's Cards, and hopefully this is the start of something pretty cool. I recently graduated from Florida State University, finance degree. I moved back to Tallahassee for a job here, and I don't want to say I'm barely making enough to live on, but money's a little tight. I kind of rediscovered flipping cards at the end of my freshman year of college when I was still an engineering major, and kind of realized that engineering isn't for me, and I like business. I like the mindset behind it. I like making my money work for me. So, I kind of started with probably $100, kind of kept steamrolling it, invested more into it, and I'm in a pretty good spot now. But now I kind of want to hone in on making some quick profits just to kind of fund, say, 1 or 2 Chipotle bowls a week. If I can make $20 off of 2 flips, that'll pay for me to go get lunch 2 days out of the week. Or if I can make $50 in a week, it'll pay for gas for 2 weeks. So I'm not expecting to completely replace my salary with flipping cards, especially with the capital I have available to me. But I think it's totally reasonable to kind of use, while collecting at the same time, to use the flipping part of it to fund fund the hobby, and B, kind of use it to pay for some of the smaller things in life. Maybe, like I said, a lunch or two that you wouldn't normally get to do. So I think that's a fun part of it. And I think I have a lot to offer in terms of my knowledge in terms of sports. I feel like I've got great diversity in terms of the sports that I watch, I'm passionate about. I played soccer for 16 years. I know a lot about soccer. Love women's basketball, love women's college basketball, love women's college softball, college baseball, NBA, college football, baseball, expanding into hockey now, maybe sort of getting into golf, obviously. I don't know if I mentioned the NFL already, but yeah, NBA, of course, college basketball. I mean, I love all of them, and it's kind of cool to have an exorbitant amount of knowledge and kind of profit off of it. So, yeah, I guess I'm on a week-to-week basis just going to try and track profits. I've got an Excel sheet to really take care of all the nitty-picky. It goes down to each transaction. But I think for the sake of the simplicity of the channel, I just kind of want to focus on what profits I'm getting every week. So I have spent a lot of money recently. Probably not a great time to do that after moving here, but I've got a bunch of mail today and a few sales. Let's get into it. Okay, so I kind of have this mail day. Let me fix this really quick, this light. I kind of have the mail day split up into 2 here. On the right, I have a DC stack, and on the left, I have kind of just spontaneous pickups. So I'm going to start over here. First one here, Tank Hawkins. Being an FSU grad, I'm very familiar on what goes down south of us. This is a 4-star, 5-star, high-star wide receiver signed with UF. I believe he's either a 26 or he's going to be on campus this year. I think he's on campus this year. I got this for $3 or $4, just kind of a little dart throw. I'll buy all these while they're under $5, because then once their name starts getting pinged around on the discussion boards online, you guys know how the hype can kind of stimulate itself there. So I'm cool picking these. I just threw my own card. Picking all these up at like $3-4 while everyone's a little cheap. Okay, I won this one on bids. JT Tuimoloau, one of the better pieces for Ohio State's championship run. He got drafted, however, I'm not selling this to whoever he got drafted by and that fan base. I purely bought this to sell to Ohio State fans, because generally defense doesn't sell super well, but Ohio State fans like him. I think it's pretty good. Most of them do over $20. A little bit of a weird range because I like to be at either $19.99 or $29.99, so hopefully I can list over $29.99. But yeah, I think I should be able to move this one for a pretty good profit. Or I could take it off of eBay, avoid fees, and probably get around the 25 mark pretty easily. All right, this is a 2-card lot I picked up from a seller here. Actually, we'll start here.
Hank Brown. I don't like press or printing plates or whatever this is. He was at Auburn last year. I was recently notified that he transferred to Iowa. I had no clue. But I think this was around $10. I figured it was just a 1999 relist auto printing plate 101. I think there's enough trigger words there to get someone to pull the trigger. Next one here, Jordan Davison. Matter Day is a powerhouse when it comes to turning out good talent. This is a 4-star, high, mid 4-star running back committed to Oregon. I believe he'll be on campus this year. I think this was pretty cheap. I would be shocked if it was over $5. But to 10 here, I'm pretty excited about that one. Next, we got Devin Dampier, transferred to Utah from New Mexico State. Really, really electric player. Super excited to see what he can do up there in Utah. 101. I think this was mid-30s, maybe $38. I actually got 2 of these from the same seller, this and a different 101, both for $38, and he refused to combine ship. So I got them on different days in different packages. It's silly. I don't know why you would want to lose $4 plus fees to ship twice. But he didn't want to work with me, so that's his loss. I got 2 separate packages. This one here, I think this kind of goes for a few of these slabs I picked up. I don't generally buy SGC to flip. However, I bought the card, not the grade, or not the slab, I guess. I think this was in the range of $12 to $15. Rashee Rice auto to 3. I think this is $20 min. As soon as the season hits, injured last year, I'm sure it hurt his market a little bit. I've got another cool Rashee coming too. He's someone that I really like. Saved my butt in fantasy a few times, so I tend to gravitate towards those guys. This one here got sent to the Gaby Card Stacks Good Deals. I snap bought it. I think I'm all in on this card for $7 or $8. That might be generous. It got a 10. I'll probably list it for $19.99, and if I get an offer where I'm making money, I will. Byron Murphy, not someone, like I said, defense doesn't sell particularly well. Hopefully a Texas fan sees this, likes it, willing to give me some profit. All right, second half of the mail here. This is a DC Sports stack. I got all of this for $78. I used to buy from DC a lot more. However, I don't know if it's the quality that's deterred me recently. I've gotten a few cards a little jiffed up, but I think the competition in terms of their auctions has really ramped up recently. But I'm pretty okay with this stack for $78, especially mid-off season. All of it's usually right around or a little bit below comps, so I'll take it. Just nice low-end filler for the store, even though I'm trying to move out of that stuff. For this price, you can't turn it down. Ray Davis to 96. Just a really cool color match. I'm sure a Bills fan will come up and pay for that one. Red Star super short print Chris Collinsworth. Braden Fisk, one of my favorites from my time at FSU. Came in as a transfer from Western Michigan. I was super excited about him before we got him. He turned out to be amazing. I traveled to North Carolina for the ACC championship game in December 2023. He was a monster. I'm so glad to see him doing well in the pros, as long as it's not against my Eagles. Keshawn Gilbert, I like him. I really hope I got this cheap. I wish he wasn't out of eligibility, but cool one there. Very, very cool color match, Duke. That should sell pretty easy. Juju, Refractor, I hope I didn't pay more than $1.50 for that. Her McDonald's market is down quite a bit. Panini Ensign. I'm a Panini Ensign fan. I feel like that's a polarizing take or just a bad take to some people. A lot of people don't like it, but clinging to 25, very cool parallel there. Mark Williams. I love Mark Williams. I was excited to see him get traded to the Lakers, be in the spotlight, Showtime. Didn't go through, but cool one there. I'm sure that was like $1. Okay. This next one here, I hope I didn't pay more than $1 for. Jaden Hardy, Red Mojo to 88. Love this card. Was super excited when I saw this. I love Cam Thomas. It seems like he's got a stretch every year where he starts averaging high 20s per game. This one's numbered to 21. Very cool one there. Get him out of Brooklyn, please. Jonathan Taylor, impeccable to 75. I'm sure this was cheap or I wouldn't have picked it up. Same here. Grayson Allen, Peacock, Mosaic. They don't pop up a whole lot, and I don't know. Do people collect Grayson Allen? I don't know. I feel like more people dislike him than like him. Clifford Omarui here. Yeah, I hope this was just like $1, number to 65. Nasty patch here. I don't know how many of you remember Tyreek Evans. This is a gold to 10. I don't guaranteed by opinion. I don't know if it's game worn. I really hope it is. Just a crazy patch there. I love this card. And then some value slabs here at the end. I'm sure I got this for less than $10 or I would not have bought it. Cool one there. Just Hakeem Olajuwon, PSA 10. I'll take a 10 like that. Same here. I believe this was also under $10. I'm sure a Rangers fan will come up and give me 15 for that. And then I think this was like 3 or 4. Wendell Carter, opportune timing actually with, I believe today was the Desmond Bane trade to Orlando. I love that for Orlando. So I'm excited to see kind of what they can muster up there. But yeah, cool one there. Let's get on to sales.
Okay, I know I said we'll get on to sales. I packed them up already, and I kind of forgot about that. But this one here, it was a Ryan Mountcastle patch. Sold this for $9.99 plus ship. This one is all profit. Whatever I net from this, it's all profit. I got it in a big lot of baseball stuff. I've got 2 or 3 cards left. I'm over $100 in profit on the lot. Super cool stuff there. And then this one was Cedric Tillman. Got a little bit of run for the Browns last year. Someone sent this. It was a PSA 10 fast break Prism rookie in the Gaby Card Stacks, some good deals Discord. I bought this right up. I think I was all into it around $650 for a PSA 10 is kind of nuts. Listed it for $20 as soon as I got it. There was a bunch of them on the market. Ended up taking a $16 offer, so I'll probably just over double my money. I think I net $12.80, $13.50, somewhere in that range, I would assume. So good sale there. Great margins on those two. Selling has been kind of slow recently, but I haven't really stimulated my store with new inventory for a while. So I'm going to get all this listed. Hopefully have some more sales updates throughout the week. But yeah, see you guys.